Brittany Cartwright. She talked about Jax Taylor, and he, went to rehab for a little bit. I think it was 30 days. And Brittany talked about how she does not think he changed in that time period. And it's not good because there's been no change from Jax.
Yeah, Brittany went on the Hot Mic podcast, and she said, I don't feel like he changed at all in those 30 days. And the reason, I'm sure it'll be on the show as well, but a lot of rage texting and stuff was still going on the entire time that he was in rehab. That is not good. She said,
they should have took his phone away.
Right? She said, so for me, I was just noticing this is just going to be a constant. She said, if you're in therapy 7 hours a day and you're still finding time to call me names and cuss me out and send me rage texts, then you're obviously not ever going to change. And then she said she was so glad that she ended the marriage. I'm not changing my mind. I'm so happy with this decision. And the time with him away too is now realized how bad it was and she couldn't stay in it. She said it was all very, very eye-opening. But yeah, that's crazy. If you're going to take care of your mental health, you're going into a facility to better yourself, and you're in hours and hours of work, and you're still sending texts, cursing out your ex-wife, rage texts, sounds a little counterproductive.
Doesn't sound like you're doing the work. And
No.
I feel like somebody should have taken Jax's phone away or put a lock on Brittany's to block text from Jax. I mean, it's on Jax. It's not on Brittany, but
totally. But leave the phone. You don't need the phone.
Yeah, no, don't.
If you're committed to doing the work,
leave your phone
toss
behind.
the phone.
If somebody really needs to contact you, they can get in contact with you. Have that set in place. But if you're going to be rage texting while you're, pretending to do the work, which it seems at this point, because if he was doing the work, I don't think he'd be rage texting Brittany while he's in there.
Yeah.
It's just classic Jax Taylor. And when he announced that he was going to go to this and he was working through things and he found out his diagnosis, people were still rooting for him, us included, even though he's terrible. It's I want someone to figure out
it moves in the right direction.
I want someone to figure out their mental health. I that is so important. And to be able to go and figure that out and figure out the reasons of why you treat people a certain way, why you act a certain way is a great thing and can really be helpful. But Jax Taylor, if he's not going to take the steps that he needs to do that, and he's just going to continue being Jax Taylor. That's what it sounds like. It just sounds like he can't get out of his own way. He can't help himself. And then at that point, what else can you do? Yeah. It's how much can you try and tell this guy to help himself without then realizing that he's doing this to himself at this point? That's the kind of guy Jax Taylor is at this point.
Totally.
But good for Brittany for, standing up for herself and getting out of the situation and putting herself and Cruz first, their kid. And one day, maybe Jax Taylor will learn. Will he?
I'm not holding my breath.
I mean, I can't believe it would make more sense to me if he went to the rehab facility for 30 days and then when he got out, he started rage texting her again.
Right.
But being in
there,
the rehab facility, sending the rage text, I'm like, oh, he really didn't try at all. He really did not try at all. So it'll be interesting to see how it plays out on the show because Jax is going to spin it in his way and Brittany's going to have her story and he's going to try to manipulate the situation like Jax Taylor always does.
Totally.